Good morning. I am Dr. K.Sumathy, Assistant Professor and Head, Department of Economics, K.C.S. College of Arts and Science. Today I am going to discuss the topic of why does the demand curve slopes downward from left to right? Reasons behind downward slope of the demand curve. The law of demand states that there is an inverse relationship between price and quantity demand of the commodity. That is why demand curve slopes downward to the right. The reason behind downward slope of the demand curves are number one, law of diminishing marginal utility. The law of demand is based on the law of diminishing marginal utility. According to the cardinal utility approach, when the consumer purchases more units of the commodity, its marginal utility declines. The consumer will purchase more units of the commodity only if its price falls. Thus, decreasing in price brings about an increasing in demand. So, the demand curve slopes downward from left to right. Second one, substitution effect. When the price of the goods rises, consumer feels that relative price of the other goods have reduces. So, the consumer prefer to buy less quantity of goods whose price has risen. For example, the price of the coffee falls and the price of the other goods of tea remain constant. Then the consumer would prefer to purchase more of coffee and it now relatively cheaper. The increase in demand with fall in the price of coffee will move to the demand curve downward slope to left to right. Next one, income effect. Increasing income means increasing in the purchasing power of the consumer. With the fall in price of the goods, consumer real income or purchasing power rises and he demand more units of the goods. Thus, when price falls, demand rises. New consumer creating demand. The demand for the commodity increases not only from the existing buyer but also from the new buyers who were earlier unable to purchase at higher price. When at a lower price, there is greater demand for the commodity by the household. The demand curve is bound to slope downward from left to right. Several uses. Some commodities can be put to several uses which leads to downward slope of the demand curve. When the price of the such commodity goes up and will be used only for important purpose. Suppose if the price of the commodity falls, the consumer purchase more that goods. For example, electricity charge. If the price of the electricity charge increase, the consumer consume limited purpose and the price of the electricity charge reduce, the consumer use several purpose. Last one, psychological effect. When the price of the commodity falls, people favor to buy more. It is psychological. Therefore, the demand increases with a fall in prices. Psychologically, people buy more of a commodity when its price falls. Hence, the demand curve slopes downward. Hope you are all understand there. Why does the demand curve slopes downward from left to right? Thank you.